Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. Today I'm going to react on a video in which he interviewed Trump supporter. So I want to see the how is a Trump supporter, what type of people they are who supporting Trump. So let's see, Biden have a lot of following or Trump have a lot of following. So I am still confused. If you're from America, you can tell me in comment section you are supporting Biden or Trump. So without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Here we go.
We were on the ground for Trump's rally speech in South Dakota, where one MAGA said that Joe Biden should be killed for treason. These people vote. We are going to review all of it. Our correspondent, of course, Luke Beasley, on the ground there. You can find Luke's YouTube channel doing a hell of a job at davidpakman.com/Luke. Here is a man who straight up says Biden committed treason and should be killed. They're briefly interrupted by an argument in the background. It was just like a total circus atmosphere. Let's just jump right into what is extraordinarily disturbing content.
Tell me 3 Democratic policies that you support.
Inflation Reduction Act, American Rescue Plan, the Infrastructure Law, the PACT Act, the Chips and Science Act. I think it's good that Biden pulled out of Afghanistan. I can go on.
No, I get. Wow.
The guy is disgusted that Luke is naming policies, I guess.
Okay, would you like to talk about the pullout of Afghanistan?
Why did you feel bothered that I just listed policies I think are good?
Because
I think it's great that he lowers prescription drug costs.
you don't know enough about those policies.
So one of them in the Inflation Reduction Act is capping the cost of insulin for Medicare recipients at $35 out of pocket per month. And I think that's really good. I don't think seniors should be having themselves price gouged. And then also now Medicare can negotiate drug prices. They rolled out the first 10 medications they're going to negotiate.
This man, he ain't yet.
Public vulgarity is a misdemeanor.
So now Medicare.
Why
would
he's
drug
not
prices.
talking
I think
too
that's
much?
Really good because of Joe Biden and Democrats.
Don't worry about it.
I think Joe Biden is an illegitimate president.
Okay.
I think the election was stolen, and I think he's
Oh.
going to be killed for his treason.
That escalates very quickly. The guy says to Luke, all right, well, if Biden's so good, can you name a single policy you like? Yeah, here's 5. Forget about policy. He should be killed. They continue talking, and the guy explains, all about Biden's treason, for which he should be killed.
Election was stolen. I'm assuming that's part of the treason.
Well, that is treason. Election interference is treason.
Right. So you agree, though, that
Right.
in no official capacity has that been proven.
You can't prove a negative. Ed.
So he drops in, you're an S-head to Luke. Of course, this completely ignores burden of proof. If one believes that the election was stolen, then they presumably believe it because of some evidence which they should be able to present. And if they believe it just because they feel it was stolen but have no evidence, then that is not really something the legal system can work with.
Yeah, exactly.
That
No, I'm
you can't
saying-
say it's been proven that it did not happen.
I'm saying that if there indeed was this widespread voter fraud that stole the election from Trump, we have a legal process where you can bring that
That's
into court.
right. And Mike Pence
even
was supposed
Trump,
to do that, and he didn't.
even Trump-appointed judges said, "Matt, nothing here."
We'll see.
That's what happened 60 plus times.
We'll see.
What does that mean?
We'll see if it's adjudicated. I mean, afterwards they might want to go back. And
No, but I'm saying, what are
It's been adjudicated, but they just might go back and re-adjudicate all those cases. Why? I don't know. They just might.
we now 3 years away from the
I
election?
know you think it would have happened by now, right? They think something would have been done about this by now.
Maybe.
What's that? You trying to
See,
interfere?
he's arguing that everything's
on.
A-okay, nothing to see
Well, listen,
here.
but look,
All right, some
Election
other
was
guy
stolen.
then
I'm assuming
jumps
that's part
in.
of-
And things are going haywire. So this is really tough to deal with these folks. Luke next spoke to a guy wearing a T-shirt that has Trump's mugshot on it that says "Never Surrender." Luke points out Trump did surrender. He literally surrendered at Fulton County Jail, and this one's really a doozy.
You want to explain the shirt?
Yeah, well, never surrender. That's what Trump is saying he's not going to do. I mean, he's been indicted for crimes that he didn't commit.
I have to point out.
Basically,
he did
they are the
surrender
lover
to
of
Fulton County
Trump.
Jail, right?
He did abide by the law as required by the law. Yeah, I mean, I think he's setting a good example for our country by doing
He will never surrender, other than when he was right to surrender.
that. He
But then abiding by the law as being interpreted by the prosecutors would mean not doing what he did that they're prosecuting him for, right?
Could you repeat that? There was noise behind it.
I also agree that individuals should abide by the law, and prosecutors are alleging that he broke the law in his actions in relation to trying to overthrow the election and classified documents and some other things.
Yeah, I mean, I think the charges against him are laughable and ridiculous.
This esteemed legal expert
Okay.
does not buy these charges. He's putting us on notice. Good for him.
Why would they have brought these charges against him right in the middle of a campaign? It's election interference. If it was
Yes,
actually
it's an
anything
important
that had to do with
point.
reality, they would have done it long ago.
It takes a while to do an investigation, right?
Well,
Yeah,
really? I mean,
So this gets back to no
It's a
matter
long
when they
process,
would have brought the
investigation,
charges,
and, you know.
these folks would have complained, and it's sort of by design. I mean, Trump announcing so early that he's running for re-election to create a situation where any charges that are brought in as Trump is a candidate. And if we said, okay, let's wait and let the 2024 election happen, Trump wins and becomes president. Oh, well, now he's president. Now you definitely can't bring the charges. But even if Trump loses in 2024, listen, he's now just an old man who is out of politics. Why go after him now? That would also be wrong. No matter when the charges would be brought, they would
Yeah.
say this. And most importantly, there is not actually any evidence that the timing was calculated beyond simply how much time do we need to do these investigations, and investigations of different durations being completed at different points in time. There may be future indictments. There could be another federal indictment. There could be one out of Arizona. There's discussions of Michigan. We don't know. There is no evidence at this time that anyone has presented of Joe Biden's involvement, nor of the idea that it was timed specifically to hurt Donald Trump. We go to the next guy. Here's a guy who is asked about impeachment. He's just clueless. There's really no other way to say it. He just doesn't know what's going on, but he's very certain that he is right.
What evidence do you have to bolster the idea that this isn't just a fair prosecution based on violations of the law?
They have no evidence to support it.
The indictments lay out.
Trying to impeach him so many times, and he doesn't get impeached.
Well, he got impeached, but this isn't impeachment. This is prosecution.
What?
Huh?
This is unrelated to impeachment. This is a prosecution.
It's because they don't want him to win. They know he's going to win again.
Right.
But in, for example, the classified documents indictment, it lays out violations of the law as being alleged in the indictment.
Uh-huh.
And so you're saying those don't exist, or they don't actually violate the law, or what's going on there?
I don't think they exist.
So, like the audio tape of Trump saying that he has a classified document.
What do you think? He's
I
a
could've
blind
declassified
supporter?
it, but I can't anymore because I'm no longer president.
That Biden's son's been doing with Ukraine.
Well, there hasn't been evidence
This is whataboutism now. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no defense to it. Here's something different.
to prove that something illegal went on in between Joe Biden and Hunter
There
Biden.
hasn't, because that's Biden.
But Hunter Biden did something illegal with the gun. He's being prosecuted for it.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, whatever.
This was the interview of Trump supporters. I also want to see the interview of Biden supporters. Well, the main important element is the evidences. If the evidences are true, Trump have blind supporters, Biden also have blind supporters. But what do you think? I don't know you are supporting Biden or Trump. You can tell me in the comment section who is right, who is better for America. As an Asian, I want to know who is having more following in America, Trump or Biden. I'm still confused. You can tell me in the comment section. I will judge from the comments. Bidens are more or Trumps are more. So that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe this channel so that we can meet again. Take care.